What's up, YouTube? It's ArtisanMc, and today I'm going to react to Prey the movie. Now, I just finished the watch party for Prey, and yeah, I ended up watching the movie twice. Not because I wanted to, just because how certain people came into the stream. Shout out to Artie Moore, AB Media, and Fitness Mom. The way they came into the stream, they came in at the same part. So I started the movie over so they could see what they missed. And in that process, I ended up watching the movie twice. Be that as it may, sitting here thinking about it right now, this was kind of interesting. And the main thing I can say is for the first two-thirds of the movie, I was with it. I was enjoying it. I was interested in the world and seeing what was going on. I got the character's struggle, what she was really trying to fight against, and it went on. Now, about halfway through, that started falling apart for me because it started being more things that I'm sitting there pointing out that's pulling me out of the experience and has me thinking, well, this is some old bullshit. This is not exactly. I just started seeing some bullshit. Put it that way. Put it mildly. I just started seeing some bullshit. It was about the halfway point. By the time it got to the end and rounded out, I didn't like this ending. But I didn't like the ending. But it was exactly what I said my reaction to the trailer. That it was probably going to. We already knew that she's in the movie, she has to beat this predator, right? How she beat it was the main thing to me. And I said back on my reaction that she could beat it by some accidental fluke shit. That's exactly what happened. She beat the fucking thing on a fluke. Now, I'm a fan of the Predator series. I am. Talking to Artie Ibmore right now. Apparently, I thought I saw every movie. I missed one. I missed The Predator that came out in 2018, which I thought I saw, but maybe I didn't. I was mixing it up in my mind with Predator Requiem, right? So, be that as it may, this story goes on with Amber Midsummer being the character of, I can't remember what her name was, Naka or something like that. I can't remember her name right. And she is a young adolescent in this group, this tribe, who has lost her father, is there with her brother and her mother, and she wants to be a hunter, a warrior. And everybody else wants her to fulfill her job in the tribe that the rest of the women do. Now, while she can do the gathering and the making the medicines and stuff like that, her passion is really wanting to be a hunter. And basically, through this movie, you get her journey to becoming a hunter. Now, I'll say this just to try to not spoil too much. Obviously, by the end of the movie, she becomes a hunter. Obviously. How she becomes a hunter is the typical position and have to be killed. All of them gotta go. Now, I'll start with one of the things I liked about this. Use that sandwich method. The landscapes look beautiful. They do. They filmed this in Alberta, Canada, and it looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. And they use some good wide lenses and frame the shot so you can see the sky and the cloud cover and everything. Looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. Apparently, it's a good depiction of what the country looked like back in the 1700s, right? Okay, cool. What else? But that was a good thing. That's the environment. The environment was fun. Um, the Native Americans, I think some were actual Native Americans, or was it a bunch of white people running around with red paint or a tan? No, they're actually Native Americans. I like that because as a black man, understanding how we've gone through slavery, but how the Native Americans have got it, we was gonna be next on that boat, pushed to straight up annihilation, where you have a box called a reservation you can stay on, but don't come off that motherfucker. Um, through her journey, Naya kind of finds out that there is something else in this forest. And while her brother lets her come on the hunt with him, he has his reservations about her being able to do what is needed, just like everybody else does. But while they're out on this hunt, she gets the inclination, I guess seemingly out of nowhere, that the track she found was not a bear and it was standing upright, and there's something else out there in the forest with her, with them. Now, the downside. She knows everything, but she's never been out there on the hunt. Never. So she has to school and show her greater value to the rest of the people in the hunting party that are all experienced and have already done this. She has to be the one to tell them. First day, new fish in the hunting party. She knows more than the rest of you right there. Well, bullshit. And saying that to say, I will wait for Dr. Tia-san's review of these points. Now, sure enough, she sees a sign. She thinks she sees a sign and thinks it's the Great Thunderbird. And all it really is an alien ship coming in through the cloud cover. Drops off a predator and leaves. Right? So he's here on holiday or going through his trials as an adolescent. Who the fuck knows? Seems pretty old, but don't know. But he's here to hunt, and that's what he does. Now, this is something that the movie does really well. It's called Prey. You know there's a predator in it. And it does a good job of showing different prey and different predators. And throughout the movie, showing you these lower forms of prey always have a natural predator that comes out and devours it, right? Until it runs into that bigger predator, which is the predator itself sitting atop that food chain once it's there, because it takes down everything it comes across. It does. Except one thing. There's one thing it just can't seem to kill or hurt. One thing. Weird. Maybe you guys can figure it out. That'll be a fun little like pop-up quiz when you watch the movie, if you watch the movie. Through hook and a crook, she convinces her brother that there is something else out there besides them, and it needs to be hunted and killed. That is the basic as possible synopsis of the movie. How did I like the movie? First half I was cool with. Last third I thought was some bullshit. I literally sat here and counted how many people this predator took out in this one scene, one area, how many people he took out, and why, when I got to the last 15 minutes of this shit, I'm seeing some of the goofy shit that I'm seeing. Basically, the predator being taken out by his own weapons. How dumb luck? It's like the predator just became an idiot and doesn't know how his own gear works. Now, fun part about this is I didn't see that alone. And this was not a movie theater audience. This was a manosphere audience. That means there's people in this space who saw it with me. They saw the same thing I was seeing at the same time I was seeing it. Their response kind of echoed mine, like, this is kind of bullshit. What the fuck? Some unbelievable shit, right? Funny in some ways, but unbelievable. But it's her movie. What do you think? She's gonna get killed in the beginning? No, she got to survive to the end. So, other than that, um, could I recommend it to you to watch? Yes, by saying one thing. Just watch it just to see what it's about and enjoy the first 2/3 of it. And then understand after that first 2/3, it's going to take that right turn to Albuquerque and go a different direction. And you may or may not like the direction it goes in. But that's me. I don't want to spoil too much more of it. I can say that and not ruin anything too much, even knowing the ending won't ruin it for you. You have to actually see it. It's one of those things that you would have to see the progression of the story and the character to think that just telling you what this happened is spoiling anything. It ain't spoiling shit for you, actually. So if you get into Revenant stylings, you'd probably get the idea what's going on here. You would. So you'll understand that the struggle is real for them and the weapons they have at the time are limited. But yeah, I knew it was going to happen. And it did. So I shouldn't be upset. I should actually be grateful that I'm so right about the wrong thing. But I'm not. So I'm going to go ahead and go to bed. It's past midnight here, and I'm actually tired if you can't see it in my eyes. But I wanted to get this reaction out to you guys to let you know, yes, I saw Prey. Yes, we did the watch party. Overall, it was all right. But that last half hour or so, just some bullshit. That last third of that movie is just some bullshit. It's just feminist shit. And there's one scene in here that I'm fucking pissed off. This main chick, I can't think of her name correctly, Naka or something like that. She's a fucking hater. She is a hater. There's one scene in there that makes me hate this character. I'm not rooting for this character at all. I'm thinking the character is being very fucking selfish and self-centered. But you watch the movie, you'll see if you see the same spot. I'm going to talk about this again on Sunday on Shop Talk Live. Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific time to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the watch party videos 1 and 2 will be up on the Patreon so you can watch. I would suggest watching number 2, even though it picks up in the middle of the movie. Just go ahead and watch it, because I play right after that. I play the movie again all the way through, so you'll see the whole movie in one go. Right. So that's it. Definitely join the Patreon, because that works. I will do more watch parties like that. But that's it. I'm ArtisanMc. This has been my reaction to Prey, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.